We have returned. After save, after upgrade. So last time, the lady is gone. And you can see there's a big blood trail. And a note. Missing nurse. Don't know what this means in the whole grand scale of things. But apparently the nurse was missing because the doctor was evil or something. That is bad. And I need to reload my gun. Let's see what I got. Good amount of stuff. Good, okay. A little bit since I played. Need to recheck my things. Reload my things. There's a bit of a boss battle at the end of this chapter. Which is very soon, by the way. So we'll be ready for that. It's actually very soon, like in like 10 minutes. Soon. Less than even. So here we go into the... So last time I said how all this weird flesh isn't like parts of this giant flesh monster. This big Cthulhian horror. Lovecraftian eldritch horror. It's not, which sucks because that would make things way better. It's actually a monster about slightly bigger than this dude that's causing it, or something. Yeah, so you'll see. You'll see. You will see. Don't want to spoil it because it sucks. It's really disappointing, the monster here, because it could have just been a big flesh monster. Like, take a look at what happens here. Wouldn't you be terrified that that would be literally around every corner if it was a giant flesh monster that was throughout like 80% of the sewers area here? The subway? I would be. But it's not that. It's much worse. I have a lot of slime on my leg. It's very sticky slime. And like, see this? It's that bit of flesh is pulsing. What if all that was part of the monster? Like, see the little bits just kind of come off like that. No, apparently they're all... I think they might all be eggs for creatures, which is way, way, way less cool than it being part of a giant flesh monster. Also, this guy comes alive, but there is a thing there. Key. Couple bullets. Upgraded the gun. It's a lot better. Oh, actually, it's marginally better because I only upgraded a little bit. But upgraded max, maybe? I don't remember. But there's some matches around here. Somewhere around there, I believe. Because for that, the game's not that cruel. Not really. Another key. Very nice. We are super close to finishing the lockers. I believe there may be one other key we need, but I think we will be able to unlock all of them. As I think there's 2 extra keys in the game than you need, or at least I know there's at least 1 extra key than you need in the game in case you miss it, and 2 extra. There might be 2 extra. There's also a bear trap around here, very hidden. Got me earlier. And obviously there's a couple pairs of keys in the lockers. There's 2 pairs of keys in the lockers. So there's 2 lockers, 2 keys in them, so it's 4 keys from the lockers themselves. Bonus net of 2. So yeah, there should be 1, possibly 2 extra keys in the game. And once New Game Plus, doesn't matter because New Game Plus the lockers are all open already. So if this guy didn't walk over here, I would have let him go. You actually can't just sneak past him and not activate him, which I should have done. But do that, and do not sprint forward, young sir. He is sprinting. Or as fast as they can go being monsters. Bolts don't really feel like they do any impact. They just kind of bounce off. some handgun bolts because those were matches, not handgun bolts over there. Never mind. Still haven't upgraded my matches to, I think, 30. Jeez. Didn't really need it. Actually, probably don't need more than 2, maybe 3 match upgrades. Yeah, at least 1 up. Alright. I would say at least 2 match upgrades. Minimum. Just because they're so useful. 3, 4, yeah, 4 maxed out. Ooh, gotta be quiet. Gotta be quiet from the monsters. All this health and whatnot. I'm full on health. I'm full on health items. Whatever am I to do? So that was something. Again, not some giant flesh monster with tentacles and flesh mounds like this throughout the sewers. It's much lamer than that. I hate it. I hate that it's so much lamer than giant flesh Cthulhu monster. Lovecraftian monster. I know I'm sounding like a whiny little baby, but can you blame me? They had the potential to do something really cool, but then effed it. Messed it up. See, look at that. It doesn't make any sense what the creature is when this is a thing. Big pulsing flesh mound that pulls apart. Look at this. Big pillars of flesh throughout this place. Doesn't make sense. I guess they're all eggs, which is still really lame. It's just annoying, you know? There was so much potential for this game. They could have done so much more with it. So much more different. So I've reached the part in the game where I kind of say, F it, I'm just going to use my ammo to shoot through guys. Because I don't care so much, and because I'm really close to the end of the game. This is chapter 14. There's only 1 chapter left after this. And although there's parts in that which you do need a good bit of ammo, but it's so intense a fight that a handgun won't do it as well as, say, a shotgun will. Just need to get these pieces for puzzle later, and I use the word puzzle very, very loosely. It's as much of a puzzle as... It's as much of a puzzle as ice cream is. The healthy? No. It's as much of a puzzle as organic ice cream is healthy. It's a little... You can see there's a little bit in there. This is organic. But at the same time, you're still eating ice cream. And at the same time, the puzzle is still kind of puzzly. But you barely move things to get where you need to go. Also, I'm not sure what I was doing there. And I just got my butt chewed out. 2 shells do these guys in. If I upgraded my shotgun more, the attack, unless it's already maxed out. If I upgraded it up more, I probably could have done that in 1. Because this isn't, unlike in Resident Evil 4 moment, this isn't one of those. Both games, you can't really see the damage on the enemy with it. Like, you shoot them a bunch, you don't really see. It's like, oh, he's like half his armor is off, or he has a health bar or anything. Both games, you can't really tell how damaged the enemy is. The enemy is, unless it's like a boss or something. In which case, it's like just do it 3 times or whatever. So I don't know if it was like I shot him with it and he was nearly dead, or it's like it took just a little more than half his health. It was probably the first. I shot him and it took most of his health off. I don't know. We'll never know. Unless we do. So once you get the piece, the puzzle piece, more guys appear. Might as well burn that just in case. Okay, didn't need to. And then once you activate the thing, a couple more dudes appear. And for some of these, you can actually just run past. Don't bother with. Like, I think there's a guy over here. I guess wrong. But there is ammo. Which I would like. And they only take 2 shells. Oof. Only take a little bit, so not too bad. That guy is super good at ran past. Maybe though. I know something oh yeah, the door just closed behind me. Could hear with the flesh. Like, we'll see what the monster is. See what the monster is. It's just a little squid creature. Now, what would have been cooler? A little squid creature like that? Or a giant Lovecraft horror that spanned, that stretched, and encompassed most of the sewer
I wandered into some kind of
subway area. I'm gonna put my money on number dos. Number dos. 2 even, if you want to get English. Well, there's some things here and there on the sides. A bit of gel should be useful later. A couple bits of ammo, parts. All good to have for later stuff. We have more flesh stuff. Like, if it wasn't just some boring squid creature and something a little more interesting, it could have been really cool. Like, it doesn't even have to be, oh, by the way, boss fountain here. It didn't even have to be a big Cthulhu monster. It could have been just something more interesting than a squid. What is this, Splatoon now? You're squid now. You're a horror now. You're kid squid now. So there's no notes in that safe room, so you don't have to worry about that. Not around it, outside and inside it when you enter. There's no new newspapers or missing posters or anything. So you don't have to worry about that. You could go in there, use your keys, use your gel, upgrade, save if you want, but there's no stuff there. So we have the third piece of the puzzle. Look how much of a puzzle this is. Press A. Sorry about that. Yeah, press A, take apart, move it to the place, and that's it. That's a puzzle. That's the puzzle. That is not a puzzle. But that activates the...
What am I, an electrician?
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not an electrician. Activate that, crank this, and get the power running, and... Oh, wait! Nuh-uh. Because the monster... Oh, let's make the monster cooler. Oh, they want a cooler monster? How about we make him invisible? No! How about you make him cooler? As in, not a squidman. So here we have the final confrontation between you and your arch nemesis, the squid creature. Spoiler alert, it's pretty flaccid because I shoot him all out with the Magnum. So the boss, I'm fighting with the boss killer. And look at this. Yeah. So his attacks where he goes up in the ceiling, that stuff there, if you walk through it, it disorients you. He hides in one of these holes, goes invisible. He can go invisible and attack you. He can hide in one of these holes and drops little babbies at you, which can give you some stuff. Yeah, really tough game. You can see by the little dripping and whatnot. Shotgun is best to get those guys because of the spread. You get up there, you shoot them a little bit. Waste some shells, sure, why not? Do that. Obviously pull out your big gun. Try not to miss, and boom, he's dead already. So there's no Ruvik that stuff is collecting into. I think in the beginning when you beat that one boss after like, wow, that was tough, I can't finally beat him. And then the red blood cells collected into Ruvik and he just walked away. That was real ominous, like, what's going on? What is this? Oh yeah, there's one more key. Actually, 2 more keys in this chapter. I kinda missed one. So there's this little area which is very reminiscent of the sewer section in Resident Evil 4 where you're facing the right-hand man, which is the man on his left, which is weird. Reload all your guns the best you can. get your ammos. I'm already full back on handgun ammo. This is insane. Given, yes, this is the easy difficulty, but also given how difficult the beginning was, it was quite a bit of a drop in difficulty. Last key that I collect. Second to last key in the game. There's one in the very end of this chapter that is kind of just standing there that you all will probably see, but I kind of just forget about it. It's fine though. I got an extra key from earlier. So far I missed one key in the entire game. I should definitely have it. I should definitely be able to take care of this. Or get all this stuff in the lockers. Next chapter, of course. Because there's no more saves. Actually, I probably could have went back and used the thing down there. Huh. Couldn't use the last key. Partially because I didn't get it. So yeah, that was the big climax boss fight. Yeah. That was intense. Ooh, fight. Boring. Easy with the Magnum. Yeah, this is the area that last key is in. It's kind of just standing around somewhere. I should maybe be able to see it. I didn't see it, but it's around there. Yeah, it's around that little area there. So just get it, and you'll have all the keys. What? You failed this city. Oliver Queen. Arrow is a good show. I suggest people go watch it, but be warned that the quality dips in the last season so far. So I will what? What will I do? Will I be okay? Will everything be okay? Oh no, I'm gonna do that? I don't want to do that. That's a bad thing. You have to do each one of your movements there. Just walk forward, crouch, and then jump over. Interesting tidbit. And we'll have some forced story in a minute. Because the game doesn't know how to tell a story.
You published my research in your name again. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
And I have done you a favor. You have no credentials. You'd never appear in a reputable journal otherwise. Nobody in the world knows you even exist.
Oh, but they will know. I have surpassed you in every way you can imagine. No matter. I have what I need. All that's left is the procedure.
Indeed. That is why we are here.
We? You wouldn't dare. You couldn't complete it without me.
Precisely.
Trying to make me feel sorry for you?
I have to face 3 more of these guys. So after playing through the game a couple times, I kinda get the story. Ruvik poking around people's heads, learning how the brain works, learning how the mind works through the brain, and the procedure. I believe the procedure is to place his mind in Leslie's body in order to escape his burnt husk of a corpse body. That's what I believe it is. And it makes sense because Leslie's mind is kind of shattered. Part of his mind is locked away in the hospital place. Sorta, kinda. And it's kinda assumed that. that Ruvik is trying to get to Leslie for some reason, and the reason is most likely to take over his body. So yeah, that guy is the Quell, which is generated by Ruvik's desire to remain unseen by others. Changes color to blend and stuff. Unseen by others because of his nasty burnt scars. Okay, Darth Vader. Also, anybody seen the Phantom edit? You should go see it, because that is a really good edit of the first 3 Star Wars movies. Also, chapter 15 later, the last chapter, and then DLC, and then we're done.